Welcome to the Muxall Open IoT channel. I am your host, Michael Crane.
Okay, so we have a customer controller here that was returned, and he sent a video. It would go into ignite fire, and then it would go into cool down mode, and he couldn't get it to stop doing that even after power cycling it. So I had him send it back, and I looked at the back. I didn't see anything fried or burn up in the back electronics, so that looks good. And if you can see right here, you can see where he used the shake-proof washers, and it has dug into the, past the anodizing into the aluminum for proper grounding. That's very good. And so yeah, let's go ahead and fire this guy up. I have it plugged in. I'm assuming he didn't have any of the wires crossed. He told me they're basically all color coded, so that was good. And the probe seemed to be working okay. So we'll go ahead and just power this guy on here and see what happens. Alrighty. Seemed to boot up okay. Go ahead and turn the panel light on there and make it a little easier for us to see. I don't see anything strange there. So yeah, let me just go ahead and hit. Oh, okay. I don't know if you noticed that, but it didn't pause 4 seconds. And I've seen that before. It's supposed to be push and hold for 4 seconds, and that's interesting. Anyway, so I don't want to let it sit here and cool down, so I'm just going to power cycle it. Yeah, so this button right here is supposed to push it and hold it, the stop-start button, for 4 seconds, and then it'll beep and start running. So that kind of makes me think that there is something wrong. It's grounded okay to the earth ground. So yeah, it's this time I'm just going to go ahead and start it up and just let it run to make sure, to see, well, not make sure, let's just see if we can reproduce what he's saying. All right. Isn't that interesting? The panel light is slower than the stop-start button. Go figure, huh? Okay. Yeah, very lightly touch it. Oh yeah, see? I didn't even touch it. Just getting my fingers close to it to set it off. Isn't that interesting? Huh. Yeah, I can see why he's having problems. All right, let's boot it up again. And isn't that interesting? So that time I had to push and hold it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let it fire up. And I don't know if I'm going to sit here and hold my phone for 4 minutes. So when it gets down to a minute, I'll turn the phone back on, okay? And we'll also make sure, it looks like everything's running. So, all right, I'll be back when it gets down to 1 minute. Okay. I almost didn't make it there. Turn the panel light on there. Okay, so it's down to 1 minute. And no, it jumped right to profile 1. So, yeah. I don't know why his was doing it. It seems to be, I mean, I test all these controllers before they come out of the shop, and it tested okay. So let me go ahead and stop this. Yeah, see it? I think what's happening, if you sneak up on it, these buttons are so sensitive, it starts detecting it before you even hit the button. At least that's my hypothesis. Well, we'll let it cool off for a minute, and I don't know, we'll try it again. I guess while we're here, we might as well test some of the other buttons here. So the cursor down, cursor up. Yep. Let's see, left. Yeah, see, I'm looking at the cursor in case you guys can't see. Cursor right. The lock button. Yep. And where are we? Oh, the knob. Well, that's kind of interesting. Huh. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to change profile 5. That's a shut and cool off profile. It probably wouldn't do anything. It's that's kind of interesting though. I'd have to test that. Won't do that in this video. It's not important. I don't remember. Maybe you had a meat probe plugged in. I'll go plug in some meat probes here in a minute. See if that makes a difference. Plugged in a couple meat probes, and in case you're wondering, if you notice they don't register right away, it can take, 30 seconds. It won't take a minute. It takes, around 30 seconds. It can take up to like 30 seconds for it to go reread the probes. And I've talked about that in previous videos. So, okay. Yeah, let's do the start on it again. This time I'm going to set the temperature to 225. And hopefully you can see all this. Oops. 225, enter. And, okay. Then start, stop. Come on. Oh, I didn't even hear it beep. Did you guys hear it beep? I didn't. Maybe it did. Anyway, let's see what happens. Okay, well, I was screwing with my phone and couldn't get the stupid thing to start recording fast enough. So I'll have to do that test again. Anyway, you can see it went to profile 1. So you read a profile 1, 10 minutes, 225 degrees Fahrenheit. Now the customer is asking, what happens when it gets to 0. And in this case, nothing happens because the profile is held. And you check that, you push the button to get to the menu, scroll down till the cursor's under profile 1. Right there, hit enter save. If you own it, you can see Y equals hold. And so what happens, you can see the cook time set at 10 minutes. And it could be 0, it doesn't matter. When it's held, it's not going to go anywhere, it's just going to sit there forever. Down here it says a cook time 0 to skip. That's assuming that the hold is not checked or set to Y. And you can change that. Oops, I just changed the temperature. It doesn't matter, we're not going to save it. Don't want to save it. Just hit this button right here, exit out of it, and go back up to the status. And you can see there's 8 minutes left. We'll let it run. I'll show you what happens when it gets close to 8 minutes if I don't forget again. And anyway, we'll just let it run for a little bit and see how it does. So this time I made sure I gave myself plenty of time before it changed again. And it's not going to do anything special. Oh, there you go. See, it just went to 0 minutes. And since it's held, it's just going to sit there forever. On profile 1. If you're wondering what forever is, it'll just sit in profile 1. Well, forever, pretty much. So, okay. I just wanted to show everyone that. I'm going to go ahead and hit the start button, right? I see that. That didn't seem. I'm trying to do it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do it fast, right? Because I think hovering over it Yeah, see it? Oops, sorry. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I've had a couple people report about that stop-start button. I'm going to need to look at that a little bit more. Because that second time, it didn't seem like it was 4 seconds. I don't know if it's accumulating time or what. I've also asked people, you know, if they need to wait for that cooldown to finish, and the answer is no, you don't. All you do is just turn it off. All right, and back in the olden days when my grill was made, it didn't have a cooldown. That's all you did, just turn the thing off. So, yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of backburn in the auger tube, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, people asked about that. So, okay. Oh, yeah, so the next thing we wanted to do was, I'm gonna go ahead and fire this guy back up, and we're gonna test the, the transition from ignite fire to run again, because I missed it on video, and I just want to show everyone what's going on. Now, for those of you watching this video, do not do this test where I'm stopping and starting the grill hot with a metal igniter, because you will blow that thing to pieces. It's not going to blow up, but it's going to burn it out. Only do this kind of testing with ceramic igniters, because they can handle the inrush current when they're hot. Ready? Okay, so I'm gonna use my other finger here, see if I can be a little faster with it. Stop start button. No, it sounded like it just went straight to start. I mean, I heard that beep pretty fast. Okay. And that was from a power off state. I didn't touch anything else on there. I'm a little bit curious here. I'm gonna go ahead and just stop this thing. And I'm trying to figure out if it's why it's doing that. And I know this isn't why the customer sent it in, but now that I'm here looking at it, I might as well look at it, right? Okay, so everything's fired up. Hit the stop start button. Yeah, see, that's pretty fast. Okay. Yeah, Go ahead and power this guy off. Yeah, if you've got a metal igniter, do not do what I'm doing. You will blow it out for sure. Okay, turn that guy back on. Okay, this time I'm going to, let me unplug these guys and see if they're causing any problem. Okay, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah, that was much better. Yeah, much better. So I've been sitting there thinking, and oh, let me power this guy back up. And and now I'm curious if we can reproduce the customer's problem if we just push and hold on that stop start button. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shot real quick. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually it doesn't do it. Yeah, so you have to let off of it to oh, there it goes. Oh, it didn't actually stop anything. Huh. Isn't that interesting? Okay, now I'm scratching my head. Hold on. I was sitting there thinking about it, and I think one of the people that was talking about this said it was in cool down, and they tried to start it again. Okay. As you can see, the fan kicked back on, so it's definitely back into startup mode. So let's go ahead and it's on profile 0, which is good, 4 minutes. Let's go ahead and let this thing run and see what happens. Okay, we're down to 1 minute. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know when it switched to 1 minute. So we might have to sit here for a little while. Oh yeah, check it out. Yes, I did go down into cool down after ignite fire. So, okay. All right. All right, well that, my friends, is a software bug that's easily fixed, probably. I probably just didn't clear out a variable. It probably thought it was done cooking, because when you hit stop, it probably set the state to state 5. When you hit start, moved it back to state 0, which is ignite fire, but then it went back to 5. So it obviously thought it was done. So yeah, I probably just didn't initialize a variable somewhere. That's a simple enough fix. There will be a version 5.14 coming out that will have that fix in there. Okay, I'm not going to turn on the panel light this time. I'm just going to hit the stop start button. Nope, and a nice delay, 4-second delay there. Okay. So, that seems to be okay. Let's see, where's my other meat probe? Here it is, right here. Let me go ahead and plug this guy in. Turn it back on. All right, ready? And raise, set, go. No, that seems to be okay. Oh, I guess I should have tested stop, but I think it's going to be okay. So the meat probes aren't the problem. Now, let's look at this panel light closer. All right. Turn the panel light on. Stop start button. Nope. Nice delay there. Okay. So, okay, so I've been sitting there just thinking, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with the controller. Yeah, there's a bug there that with the stop start button, not when you hit start and when it's in cool down state, and it goes back into ignite fire, it goes back down into cool down, and then it shuts down. So and it is very cramped in here. It's easy to touch this stuff, and that's why the delay is on this guy. But there's already a bug open for that delay. I know I have seen this before. The problem is it's hard for me to reproduce. As you can see, it does it sometimes it doesn't, and it doesn't matter, if the probes are plugged in or not, or so I don't know. It's something I need to look at. I haven't had a lot of complaints about it. I have had a couple people talk about the cooldown state though, and the ignite fire cooldown state. So maybe this button thing is making that bug, or making that problem, more relevant, or more noticed, I should say. So anyway, I'll probably follow up with this in a posting on our group, and there'll be a load to fix that button. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and test this controller on another grill. and see how it behaves. Let's go ahead and fire this guy up. Alrighty, seems to be fired up. Push and hold. Okay, that seems to be working okay. Alright, well I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes, and I'll be back and we'll try the stop button. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn the panel light on so you can see what I did. I'm going to go ahead and turn the temperature up. Oops, 225. Enter. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and let it get into run mode before I start messing around with it. You can see that grill is starting to fire up. Very good. So I'll be back. Okay, so I went ahead and it's in run mode now. I'm going to go ahead and test this button real quick. Yeah, see, it worked perfectly. So, okay. Which is exactly the way the controller that was on this. This is one of my personal grills. The controller that was on this, I was using it last night, doesn't have any problems, and neither does this one apparently. So, I don't know, it could be my plastic. So we need to look at how it's mounted in the grill, why that stop-start button, the delay stops working, because as you can see it works fine now, and which my other controller did as well. That's why I was kind of wondering about that. So okay, very good.
Don't forget, you can support the Muxall Open IoT channel by donation using a credit card and PayPal, or by purchasing products at the Muxall store. Details and links are in the description under this video. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up, that helps, and hit the subscribe button, that really helps. If you have any questions or comments, post them in the comments under this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.